Mr. Speaker, I rise to contribute to the motion in front of us regarding the LTA annual report 2014 to 2017. As noted, it's quite dated. There are quite a few issues raised there, including the improvements, risk management. We also, there's an emphasis on road safety, which of course is acknowledged. And unfortunately, there used to be a National Road Safety Council, and this has been done away with by the last government. So again, this is an area, one of the areas which we need to improve on as we move forward. There are various issues regarding collaboration there. There's a qualified audit opinion, which has been mentioned there, and LTA is taking the necessary processes. And there have been assurances given, also given the dated annual reports. When I came into the ministry, that is one of the big weaknesses in terms of the monitoring and evaluation and reporting within the ministry. So again, this is an inheritance from the last government, which we will need to rectify and work on. So that not only includes the reporting from within the ministry, but also from the agencies like LTA. So if we have had efficient, effective monitoring systems from the previous administration, then we might not have been in this situation. There's also an issue there on we mentioned the Japan Export Vehicle Inspection Center. That's a very significant development, good development, as explained by Honorable Tuisawau, is very knowledgeable in the industry as a former CEO, and also he is a transport engineer, I believe. And I acknowledge the assistance and the exchange we always have, which is very critical as we move forward. On e-ticketing, that's been mentioned, and there is a joint committee under the Minister of Communications working on that, and we should be working towards solutions there. And I understand various challenges, faced with e-ticketing. I mentioned road safety awareness. I don't want to repeat that. The review of there's various quite complex legislation in the Act, the LTA Act, and regulations, etc. So all this is being currently looked at, but it cannot be looked at in isolation. It needs to be looked at holistically. And people can still sell their permits. And this is one of the major issues that we are looking at reviewing. And some permits have been sold for up to nearly $100,000. And it has become an industry itself. And again, that's an issue which continues to, I would say, breed unethical practices. And also the Honorable Ketanlal has specifically asked me to step up. Yes, we are stepping up, and the taxi lottery. That's again, that was a methodology for distributing taxi permits, which was just a joke. And that's something we will need, we're working on fixing. And we have open system and base system, two systems which are essentially contradictory, which we will need to resolve. Some other issues which have been raised by the opposition on the infrastructure. You have mentioned the infrastructure. The roads, etc. That was one of the, again, as I already mentioned, this is an issue which we as a government have inherited. And a lot of those issues were because You guys spent the budget in December, it was done. There was no money. And that's why the roads you are going on has a lot of potholes. You know, I mean, you are twisting it around. Instead, you should have been saying, we are the result of the bad roads, not you. Some of the issues raised, a lot of the issues raised, these are symptoms, these are outcomes of what has been happening in the last few years. It didn't just happen now. It didn't happen now. It's a result of frameworks and systems which have been there for the last, 10 or so years. And we are in the process of looking at those issues, including the roads. I've mentioned it. The reform within FRA, the reform within PWD. A lot of the roads you have mentioned have been neglected because FRA in the past has said it's a non-FRA road. You know, that's the problem. But now we are working at amalgamating those and ensuring that not only the institutions, but also the infrastructure move forward as one. Thank you.